Well, hello there. So the reason that I started making monthly favorites videos was because I wanted to start making more YouTube videos in general. And so far, favorite videos are the only type of content that I have made. I've had a lot of different ideas of what types of videos I would like to make, but I just didn't know which ones to start out with. Before I had the idea of making videos on YouTube, I started blogging, and I still blog from time to time, but blogging was my way of getting my thoughts and feelings out there. Some of them I would post onto my Facebook and others I would just keep private, but blogging was my type of diary, or just checking in and recording what was going on in my life. I watch a lot of YouTubers that post vlog, challenge, skit type videos like Tyler Oakley, Jenna and Julian, and Zoella, and I always watch their videos and think, wouldn't it be cool to make videos that, is basically you just sharing your life with people and people actually enjoy watching it. And that was kind of a goal that I had for if I were to make a YouTube channel, is I didn't want to become a big famous person or anything. I'm perfectly fine with being a small girl from a small town, but I think it would be enjoyable to sit in front of a camera, talk about my life, whatever's on my mind, do fun skits and work with other people, and just know that other people enjoy watching that content, because as a YouTube video viewer, I just like to enjoy watching what people do in their lives, and I think that that's pretty cool that people can do that. So I decided for my first vlog type, whatever kind of video you want to call this that is other than a monthly favorites video, is I thought that I would talk about my personal thoughts on the differences between blogging and vlogging. And by making this video, I hope to give myself the extra boost to make more videos, because I would like to be able to share what I do with the internet world through a video camera and upload it, not only for other people's enjoyment, but like I say when I make my monthly favorites videos, I think that making those types of videos would be cool for me to look back on to see, just what was going on in my life at that moment. So without further ado, here is my personal thoughts on the differences between blogging and vlogging. First of all, the one thing that really got me started into blogging is that if I just know that I have a lot on my mind, I could just sit at my computer and type for 5 minutes, or just sit and brainstorm for an hour, and I wouldn't even necessarily need a topic right away. I could just sit there and start saying whatever was on my mind, and sooner or later I would come up with a topic to blog about. With vlogging, you kind of have to have an idea of what you're going to talk about beforehand. I mean, unless if there are people who literally just turn on the camera and start talking, but I know for me it would just be a lot of blank silences, which already happen a lot when I have a plan for what I want to record, and let's just say a half-hour video usually gets chopped down to like 10 minutes. And with that being said, when I blog, I tend to reword my phrases a lot, and I'll type out a whole paragraph and decide that none of that sounds right and totally reword it. But with vlogging, I kind of don't have the patience to say the same thing over and over again, and so I like to think about what I'm going to say so that I can just kind of hopefully get it all in one take or just a couple takes. Either that, or I just have a general idea of what I want to talk about and hope that by the time my words actually come out, they kind of sound like English. But that is a lot easier to fix on blogging than it is vlogging. Also, with the concept of trying to make my words sound like English, another thing that I have found in my monthly favorites videos is that I need to practice pronunciating certain words before I start recording, because there are just some words that I don't know how to pronounce correctly, and when you're typing it out on a blog, no one knows if you know how to actually say the word or not. As long as you spell it correctly, everyone knows what you're talking about. Another thing that has kind of been a setback as to why I haven't been recording videos is just the preparation that it takes to make a video. You know, us females, we prefer to, you know, at least have a little bit of makeup on, maybe our hair somewhat presentable, at least being clothed properly from the waist up, you know, those kinds of things. But there are just some days where you just don't have the motivation. Me having workout classes throughout the week, there's a lot of days where I just throw on workout clothes, throw my hair in a ponytail, and don't even wear makeup. And then I have an idea for a video, and I'm like, this isn't really the attire that I would like to be wearing, or the type of look I would like to be presenting for that type of video. So it just never happens. I can only imagine the type of preparation it takes to actually make like a thought out skit. I don't know if I would have the patience or the preparation skills to do that, maybe someday, but that's the one nice thing about vlogging, is that, you know, there are some preparations, but for the most part it's just you talking about whatever's going on in your life, however your life looks like at the moment. The last kind of vlog negative, I guess, or, you know, pro blog type thing that I would like to bring up is just the fact of the after recording part of vlogging. I am using just a regular Panasonic digital camera to record. I don't have a nice screen that flips over so I can see what it looks like when I record. So literally I don't know what the video is going to look like until after it's recorded. And I know that some, if not most, YouTubers have a nice camera where the screen can flip so you can see as you're recording what it looks like. As for me, I'm just a poor college student with a digital camera she's had since she was in high school. The other after recording thing that it doesn't necessarily irritate me, but it's just weird to get used to, is the editing process, and mostly just having to hear my voice and see what I look like, because I know, like, if I leave a voicemail, I hate hearing it back, or, you know, just hearing yourself on a other video can just be weird in general. Like, once I've posted my videos, I do not go back and rewatch them because I do not like watching myself, but that's just a part of the editing process, and it's kind of weird to get used to. With all of that being said, I wouldn't be attempting to make YouTube videos if it was all seemed like a hassle or a burden. I obviously wouldn't even be making this video if it seemed like a big hassle. There are a lot of positive attributes to YouTube and the idea of the YouTube community, which is why I am excited to start making more YouTube videos. First of all, vlogging is a lot more outgoing way of expressing your feelings. I mean, even though I'm sitting in my bedroom all alone talking to a camera, the message gets across a lot clearer and a lot more, as you would say, face to face, as it would just looking at words on a computer screen. I honestly believe that there are some messages that just can't be brought through just by reading words. I think that, you know, making videos is a really good way of expressing certain ideas that just can't be understood from words on a page. And when you watch YouTubers make videos, it's easier to listen to them say words, and it's easier to connect with them. And I honestly feel like that is why people who do make YouTube videos make YouTube videos. YouTube can make ordinary things seem so much more personal, and you actually get to put a personal touch on the subjects that you want to talk about. Whereas if you were just blogging, it's kind of just like another review or just another article that you would read on any other blog site. But when you actually get to talk and, you know, in a sense talk to people, it's just you being able to present yourself instead of just whatever you're talking about. And in that type of sense, I really like being able to put a face to the words that are being said. You know, there's definitely a big difference between if Tyler Oakley were to just reply on Twitter to his Q&A questions and him actually making a video answering the questions verbally. So those are my thoughts on those two topics, and as I said, hopefully this will be the start of me making more content for YouTube and just being more comfortable talking in front of a camera in general. But like I said, I do blog still every once in a while, so I will put a link to my blog in the description if anyone is interested. And if you enjoyed this little video and agree with any of the things that I said, please give this video a thumbs up. It'll be a real big encouragement for me, or leave a comment down below if you have anything to add to the conversation. But that is all that I have for this video, so I will see you guys next time, either with a monthly favorites, or who knows, maybe I'll have another video before then. You never know. You'll just have to wait and see. I've had a lot of ideas of what types of videos that I would like to make, but none of